Good morning, 7th grade. This is a screencast, and I'm going to use it to show you how to do today's assignment. All right, so you're going to open up learning.com, scroll all the way to the bottom. Last time we did a lesson on formatting a report. Today we're going to do the journal. So go ahead and click on it. It's the last thing in the list. Easy to find. So my screen looks a little different here. This is just how I open it. With view. Alright, procedure. I guess I'll read it. Follow the steps below, attach your final report to your outline journal, and submit the complete work for review. Use formatting a report checklist to check your work. Well, basically, if you do everything in step 1 through 6, that will be your checklist. Okay, open up a word processor. Type the body of the report into the Industrial Revolution as shown below. So basically, Industrial Revolution is this purple link. We're going to need a Microsoft Word. Mine is newer. You have 2003, and I have 2011, as you just saw. Okay, blank document. So now this gets hard because on my screen you either can read the directions or you can perform the directions. So if you minimize your screen, you can shrink the screen, therefore see a little bit of both, or at least you can go back and forth. I did print out the directions for myself, that way I don't have to go back and forth. You will have your directions on the overhead. So, first thing is first, we're going to have to open up this, click this link. It wanted you to type it. Here's the easy part. You get to copy and paste. Remember, copy and paste is Command C for copy, and paste into your Word, Command V. Alright, so first thing I want you to do is New Times Roman. Right now it is not in New Times Roman. Arial. Okay, let's go highlight it all. Here's a trick on highlighting. You can click once for a word, twice for a sentence. Yeah, there's your once and twice for a sentence. Okay, highlight, New Times Roman. I chose to do the screencast because I was trying it out and there's a few steps involved in here. Alphabetical order. Shouldn't be this hard for you. I don't see it. New. It's usually at the bottom. Can't find it. Great. Times New Roman. We'll just stick with that. Alright, so what you're going to do is, this is basically your title, formatting report. So when you save it, you can save it as that. Here is your title for this paragraphs that are down below. So it wants you to center it in bold like we always do. They're basically right here. You could use a shortcut for bold, but they're so close to each other. Bold, center, space, left align everything else. Well, is it left align already? It is. If you were typing it though, it might not have been. Alright, the next thing you're going to do is indent each paragraph 5 inches and then double space everything. Alright, so tab, I was checking this out before, tab basically does not, if I draw my line from, well, can't do that. If I draw, oh, why am I getting all this green? If I draw a line from the 5, it puts B next to the L, but if I hit tab, it's close enough, but we can do something better. So what you're going to do is go to Format, Paragraph, Mine will look a little different to you, but the steps should be the same. You're going to go to specials, first line of every paragraph, and then it picks it 0.39. The instructions ask for 0.5. So here's where we can actually get to have it exactly how we wanted. So it is indented. Indent each paragraph. Well, it wants us, the next step is to well, indent all your paragraphs. A good way to find out where it is the, you can see on my, you got this long space here, which meant that this is where your paragraph would be. So you hit enter, and I thought it was going to indent, but it did not. I don't know if I hit tab. I don't think it made it as much. It kind of did not. Yeah. I can't imagine we'd have to do this for every time. It must be something better. First line. Again, it doesn't remember. And then you can read it too to make sure you have it right. Another way to indent would be to just drag this over where you want it. Kind of click, drag over to the, there's a ruler at the top, so you got the 1, mine's a little hard to see, and you got the half. See, it perfectly lines up with the T. The W is not quite as far over. Got little things on my rulers that make it hard to see. This has got to be the easiest way for now. Alright, and you got to have all of your paragraphs indented so you know what is a paragraph, first paragraph, second paragraph, you know your order. Alright, and lastly, double space. Hopefully you know where that is. I'll highlight everything I want double spaced. It asked me to do the bibliography last. It just came along for the ride. I'm going to just leave it there at the bottom and not touch it yet. Well, I'm formatting, changing. So I'm going to go to format, paragraph. It's always been this way. Line spacing, double. Okay, stretches it out. Now it's on a few pages. Here's what I'm doing next. Next, when you're finished with the body of the paper, type formatted by your name in the header. So, header. You would think it would be insert a header. It is not. It is view. You're viewing your name at the top, I guess. So you're going to go to view, go down to the bottom. Header, mine will look different. This is kind of nice. You will be putting your header in a little box. I can actually see it right on my report. And then these controls apply. It stays up at the top. So formatted, it shows me with a capital F. By, and then it had the colon. I'm going to write Mr. Baker. And then it also wanted your teacher's name below. So for me, it's going to also be Mr. Baker. Alright, and then if you read, font size 10 point and italicized. Below your name, type the teacher's name, right align the text, which we did, make italic in the header, and then put your date in the footer. Formatted the same way. So basically 10 point italicized. I'm going to highlight it all. I'm going to go to 10 point. I'm going to pick the I for italicized. And I'm going to go to the very bottom of the first page. And if you notice, your header and your footer are on every page. So I'm going to use the red line. However you're going to get it to the right. I can change the things right now. 10, italicized, today's date. This is cool on mine. When it thinks that you're writing a date, 10. however you want to do slash dot, it will actually tell you the date. 10 dash, we'll say 2, there it is, 26/13. And then it's at the bottom of every page. That's what a header and a footer is. Kind of nice. All right, step 3. Insert the numbers of the page numbers and center them at the bottom of your page. Insert page numbers. There's your clue of where to go. Insert. Page number at the top. It did say center. Bottom of the page, yeah. Right aligned. Left, center, right, center. And it'll go 1, 2, if I went to another page, 3. Alright, step 4. Insert footnotes. Do not type the notes at the bottom of your page yet. You will complete that step later. You're going to just put where the footnote would be. What is a footnote? Let's take a look. I have it somewhere. And you can see everything I have on my screen, or maybe you can't. There is a lot on my screen right now. Okay, footnote. See if I can play sound.
Footnote.
A note placed at the bottom of the page of a book or manuscript that comments on or cites a reference for a designated part of a text. Go back to my Word. Alright, so what it gives you clues, A through J. Where should I put my footnotes? That's why I had to make my paragraphs. Insert the footnote in the first, after the first word communities, at the end of the third sentence in the first paragraph. I can count my sentences. I got 1, and I've got 2, 3, here it is. I'm going to put it right here. Does it come before or after the period? Well, that is, we can find that out. I'm going to go insert, just like before. This time footnote. Let's see, looking for it. Actually, inserting a footnote. Kind of like a footer, but not. There it is. I can't click on it. I think I just, not document. It's just document does not, oh, I'm still in header. I'm going to close it. Yours probably won't be like that. Alright, so communities. Before or after the period, we'll find that out. Insert. Footnote, 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 there it is. Footnote, bottom of the page. It'll put the, you will add the footnotes in later and it will go at the bottom of the page. Format 1, 2, 3, yes. Start with 1, yes. Okay, they put it at the bottom of the first page. And it put a 1 where my cursor was. So now, when I get to, but the 1970s in Europe, the population grew quickly and placed more demands on the community. 1, this will give you a little bit more information on what we are doing. And actually, it is a source of where I got that information. So it's a citing. Yeah, it looks like they all are cites. Okay, let's see. Place your second footnote at the end of the first sentence in paragraph 2. Paragraph 2, sentence number 1, just gotta find the period. Sentence number 2, jobs. I'm gonna go back to insert. This will get easier now that I know where it is. Start at 1, that's fine, because when I click on it, it'll go to 2. Alright, so now skip down to do all your steps, A through J, and then what I'm going to type for number 5, I'll let you do all the rest. Type the notes at the bottom of each page that correspond to the numbers as shown. So it says A. Anna is going to go for number 1. You could also copy and paste this if you can find it. Number 1. Anna. Copy, Control C.